Hey everyone. So last time we left off, we had just met Fi for the first time. We have received our goddess sword. Fi has given us our first tablet, and that has opened up our first hole in the barrier. So now, before we left, we went to the bazaar. We got our shield, our wooden shield, which was 50 rupees, and we got a revitalizing potion, which was 30 rupees. So it's very important to get that before you go down. Now, don't get me wrong, you can go back up to the surface later on and get these, but it makes it easier for yourself if you get them right away. So here we are, we're in sealed grounds, and I'm just gonna walk you through how we get into the deep woods and then eventually to the forest temple. So you're gonna show up here first, and I had some troubles. These are Bakubabas. Um, they open two ways, and either horizontally or vertically. Um, I was having a lot of trouble with my Motion Plus, so that's why I couldn't quite hit it on just right. Um, so you'll see their mouth is either gonna open up or down, or sorry, up and down or sideways, and then hit them accordingly. The second one goes a lot easier. And here you can see just the different ways you'd have to hit them in order to kill them. This first cutscene here explains how the rest of the sealed grounds is blocked off by this evil force, and you'll see this monster, which is actually one of the game bosses. You'll end up fighting him later on. Appear out of the middle of the sealed grounds, and this is actually where you fight him in sealed grounds. So you're gonna see him. This is a monster that's been haunting you back in Skyloft. This is the one that basically took Zelda in the first place. So what we're gonna need to do is we're gonna need to go down to the bottom, and it's really simple. To be honest, you just jump down, and you're gonna see this little pillar in the ground. You're gonna skyward strike that pillar. So charge up your sword, strike it. It's gonna start glowing, and it's going to unlock that door right in front of you. And in this area, there's really nothing special, so you can just go around it. There's a couple spots that you may want to check out, but to be honest, all you're getting are hearts and rupees. Um, but when you start getting goddess chests, you'll be getting a lot of rupees, so I wouldn't be too worried about it. And as you can see here, I just charged up my sword, striked it, stopped doing whatever it was doing, emitting black gas, whatever it was, opened up these geysers, and it's gonna unlock the door. So now, something that I didn't figure out right away is these geysers. Oh, hold on. So Fi is telling us about dowsing. Um, Dowsing, she's explaining it's a feature that really can show you where you need to go next. So here we can set a dowsing, our dowsing homing feature to Zelda. So I'm going to use dowsing, select Zelda, and as you can see, I'll point around. Well, I guess I don't really use it right away, but you'll see later on when I do start to use it that it'll show you really where to go next. Now, as I was mentioning before, these geysers actually help you get up faster. Now, I didn't really realize that, and so I was kind of wasting some time. But you don't have to run around the whole spiral. You can just walk on top of these geysers, and it actually brings you up to the next level. So it's a lot quicker to do it that way. And I also want to mention, while now you're on the sealed grounds, you're gonna run into a lot of new enemies. Fi has this option that allows you to call her, and she'll tell you about the enemy. I'm gonna explain a lot of the enemies here in this walkthrough, but she gives you a really nice overview. So we've just got into our first little temple, where if you're using dowsing, this is where it led us. And once you're in here, you talk to this guy. He's I'm not sure what his name is. But you can see that he's got a swinging clock hair in a circle, so he's got to be very knowledgeable. He's got his triangle tent hat that covers his whole body. So I mean, he's the kind of guy you need to listen to. He's gonna tell you about a forest, tell you where you need to go next, and that's gonna head into Faron Woods. Gonna tell you to use your beacons. Beacons is a really nice feature. You can go into your map and set a beacon. This guy waves his little circle clock hair around. It somehow unlocks this door. I don't know how it does that, but he gets that done for you. Tells you to go through that door, head to the beacon. You can't really see the beacon, but once we leave here, you'll see why beacons are important and really helpful. As you can see off in the distance, the beacon is just like a column of light, and it makes finding where you need to go really easy. And throughout the game, Fi is going to tell you different places that you can set the beacon, which is really nice. Now here is the first time we meet the red Bokoblin. And if anyone's watched some of the Zelda trailers, you'll know what these guys are about. They're gonna block you certain ways, and you've got to attack them certain ways. Really, what they do is they just rush directly at Link, screaming, hurting others, and being really annoying. And they'll attempt to slash at you with their sword. Now you can stagger them by shield bashing them. If you hit your nunchuck, you'll shield bash them, and that stops them from blocking. And it'll give you time to hit them. I don't really show it here because, to be honest, I didn't learn about that till later in the game. But you can do that, which will make it really easy. If you have a whole crowd around you, and do your horizontal spin, because you're guaranteed to hit at least one of them. And if you notice which one you're gonna hit, you can lock on and do a final strike and kill them right away. But as for attacking them, just rush forward, shield bash them, and then go all out. Just wave your Wiimote around like a madman. After all that, you basically saved the Goron, and he's gonna tell you all about these bird statues. Now, these bird statues are pretty self-explanatory. I mean, nothing too great about them. He explains that it's part of an ancient story, blah blah blah. And when you walk out to it, it actually activates. Now, what these do is these allow you to go back up to Skyloft. They also act as a save point. So after you're finished speaking with Gorko, you're gonna head back to your beacon. Push this log. You're gonna find a lot of these logs in Faron Woods, and it's always a good idea to push them wherever they are, because they open shortcuts for you when you return to Faron Woods later in the game. Always a good idea. Definitely recommend it. And here, as we enter Faron Woods. But anyways, I'm gonna pause here. Thanks again for watching, guys. If you enjoy what I'm doing here, please subscribe and like my video. We'll see you next episode. Spesial baskı oynar yok.